it's Gibson from Gibson's Outdoors, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about my top 5 favorite catfishing rigs. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So at number 5, I have the bobber rig. I don't really know what to call it, but it's just a regular bobber like that. And you can have it, I like to have it a foot at minimum above your hook. But right now I have it probably 3.5 feet above my hook. So I love that rig, especially it's like so great when on the bottom of the lake or pond or river, there's a lot of snags or like moss. A lot of ponds near me right now have a lot of moss. So if you're fishing a bobber, that keeps your hook elevated above the snags and moss and rocks above the bottom. So now I'm going to talk about number 4. This is a rig that I've seen people catch so many catfish on, but I haven't brought myself to buy it yet. But it's called a takedown rig. So basically what a takedown rig is, I'm gonna pop up a picture right there of what a takedown rig is. But basically, I don't know, it has like a rattle and then what it looks like a lure. But I've seen a bunch of people catch big catfish on them, like massive blues. So I was thinking about actually buying one and making a video out of it. So comment down below if you guys would be interested in seeing that, like a rig comparison video. So comment down below. Oh my gosh, I dropped the phone. But now I'm gonna talk about number 3. So number 3 is just however many split shots you serious. However many split shots you want, about a foot and a half, a foot and a half, like I said, above your hook, and then you just have your hook tied down there. It's probably one of the best beginner catfishing rigs. Maybe just behind the Carolina rig, which we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But I love that rig. Super simple to make, and you can catch a lot of catfish on it. And honestly, you can tie that rig in a few minutes, like at max. So that's a great rig, especially for beginners. So now at the number 2 spot, I have just a modified Carolina rig. So basically what that is I don't have a rod with one on right now, but it's a Carolina rig, which is that, and then with a peg float, which is that. And then I'm going to pop up a picture of what the Carolina rig looks like with the peg float right there. So it's basically, you have your Carolina rig like normal, and then in about the middle of your lead line, depending on how long it is, but like, I don't know, 4 inches above your hook, you snap on a pig float. So what that does is it basically lets your bait hover over the bottom, so your bait can, again, like avoid snags or just look more appetizing to catfish. So I like to use that rig, and I think it works great. So now the number 1 best catfishing rig, the old reliable, the Carolina rig. So basically the Carolina rig, I've popped it up. I popped up a picture of it, but I'm gonna pop up another one right there. So basically what it is a sliding weight on your main line, and then a bead to protect your knot, and then a swivel, a lead line, and a hook. And then it's super easy to tie. Depends on how good you are at tying it. Like if you can tie knots quick or have the supplies ready, it can be a super easy and effective rig to tie. That's probably the most effective catfishing rig and the most versatile. So you might have seen a bit of a theme here, but all these rigs, other than number 5, the bobber rig, are bottom baits. So what that means is they're built to keep your bait on the bottom of the lake, pond, river, whatever it is. Because catfish are something called a bottom feeder. What that means is they just scavenge the bottom of the lake for food. But you might be thinking then, why would you use a bobber? Your bait wouldn't be on the bottom. One of the reasons is, so it's out of snags on the bottom and rocks and moss. But another great reason, not great reason, but catfish have great sense of smell. They have whiskers and taste buds all over them. So they will actually, if they're scavenging on the bottom and they smell something 10 feet above them, they will go up there and grab that bait for an easy meal. Because a lot of fish don't just hover around on the bottom. Like bluegill or shad are a common source of food for catfish, and they don't really stay on the bottom, I don't think. But so they will move around. You don't have to cast right on top of a catfish to catch it, because a lot of times when you use baits, it's to attract the catfish from a decent length away. But that doesn't mean you want to cast 3 feet away from the bank and wait for a catfish to bite. You still want to get in the general area of where a catfish would be. Maybe a deep hole structure. Sometimes they hang out shallow. So I hope this helped when you're trying to decide which rig to use. See, these rigs are just my top 5 favorite rigs. But there is other rigs, like the slip sinker rig. I think it's called the free line rig. But I just like these because they're simple, easy to tie, and catch loads of catfish, and you can have loads of fun with them. So with all being said, go out there, catch yourself some fish, have a great time, and make sure to like and subscribe.